So check this out. Imagine that you're a TSA agent and you receive a phone call and the person tells you that you must allow this person, this passenger, to get through security checkpoints with an illegal package and let them get through. And if you don't allow that person to get through, then they're going to harm somebody that you love. What would you do? What would you do if your son was at home? No, but what would you do? What would you do? In my John Keonis voice. They should do an episode of that on What Would You Do? Premise of this movie, set that up. See what will happen. But no, for real, what would you do? And this movie here, there's a whole lot of what would you do moments. And I'm going to tell you something. I think most of us will get it wrong. In this movie, like I'm like, well, dang, man. Yeah, if I don't let the person bring the package in, they're gonna harm my girlfriend. But if I let the person in the package go through, then they're gonna harm over 200 people that's on the flight. What do you do? What would you do? Oh, call 911. Yeah, well, boom, they're gonna harm somebody you love. You gonna sacrifice that loved one? What would you do? Like everything in this movie, you're like, man, he did that, but would I have done that? What would you do about that? You know, like it, like you could talk about you could have a whole conversation on this movie for a long time. You know, this is one of those movies where you watch with a group of people. Oh man, you could just have a party and the whole conversation could be talking about this movie, the whole party, because it's a whole bunch of what would you do type scenarios. But that's why I say it reminds me of The Nick of Time. You ever seen The Nick of Time with Johnny Depp, Christopher Walken? Yeah, where they kidnapped his daughter and they said, hey, we will harm your daughter if you do not harm this political candidate. So throughout that movie, he's trying to figure out, okay, well, what can I do? Who can I go to for help? And the people he go to for help, some of them, they're actually working against him. Or you think about the movie Speed, where Keanu Reeves is his job and Sandra Bullock's job. All right, they're on a bus. The bus goes less than 50 miles per hour. Boom, bomb goes off. What do you do? Like, how do you counter that? Or Die Hard 3 with Die Hard with the vengeance. Okay, where you got to find this bomb that's somewhere in New York City before the buildings get blown up. So in this movie here, hey, it's a lot of like, okay, what do you do? All right, like Jason Bateman, he plays an awesome villain in this movie. Um, you know, it's a couple movies that I've seen Jason Bateman in where he's not a good guy. He's more of a villain. One of them is that movie The Gift. Check that movie out. That's very good. And the other one is what's the name of that movie? Not The Gift, but it's a movie where it's The Rock and Kevin Hart and Jason Bateman is the older version of the guy who used to bully The Rock's character. Can you believe that? Jason Bateman bullying The Rock? Oh man, size doesn't matter. But this movie here, it it has like a nice mystery element to it where it's like you're figuring out, okay, you're trying to figure out who's all involved, okay, because you never know. You never know. It could be your best friend, it could be the girlfriend, it could be whoever, it could be your supervisor, so it has a lot of little, have a little, put you in a little bit of guessing game situations on, okay, so who is all in on this. But yeah, it's a real good movie. I'm not gonna spoil a lot of it, but one of my favorite scenes in this movie is a car. It's not a car chase scene. It's more of a scene that's on the freeway. Like I thought that's one of the best action sequence movie. That's one of the best action sequences I have seen in a Netflix movie, a straight to Netflix movie in a while. So, but I definitely recommend this movie here. I mean, it falls up under the category of with good action movies that take place during the Christmas holiday season, like Lethal Weapon or the first Die Hard movie. So I definitely recommend this. Scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. It's a real good movie. You know, I thought the director and the actors and everybody who worked on this film, I thought they totally understood the assignment of this movie. All right, like it was the plot was like I say, the plot is not overly complicated. Anybody can follow it, and I love that. And the scenes that are meant to be suspenseful were suspenseful. The scenes that meant to have good action and good dialogue had all that. So shout out to everyone who made this movie because they straight up understood the assignment. So I recommend y'all check this movie out. If you already seen this movie, hey, share your thoughts in the comment section below and let me know what you thought about Carry On. All right? And just remember, hey, you like movies? It means you like me. So hit that like and subscribe button. Student of the Game Podcast. Carry on. Bye.